Girls with a passion for fashion. Ooh, BRATZ, you'll always be there for each other. Ooh, BRATZ, yeah. Style and how we feel. Talking about best friends. Together we can do anything. Got a plan, a dream, take a chance and believe, make it real.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So for today's video, can you guess what I'm doing by my makeup? That's right, you guessed it, it's the BRATZ Makeup Challenge. So just before I get into this video, I'd just like to ask you if you would like to, please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you on board. Now I saw this challenge floating around on YouTube, like it's gained a lot of ground in the past like week or so. I'm not sure who originally started this challenge, but I've seen loads of people doing it. And yeah, I just really wanted to give it a go because it looked like such a fun challenge. And I remember as a kid, like I loved BRATZ. Like when I was a young kid, I used to love Barbies, but then like BRATZ came in and BRATZ were like way cooler because they were like, I don't know, really like edgy and like fashionable, and like their makeup, like they wore a lot more makeup than like typical Barbie with a pink lip gloss and like blue eyeshadow. Like BRATZ had really cool like edgy colours. Can you guess which one of the BRATZ I am? So I was basically scrolling through Instagram to get a picture to kind of copy for this makeup look. And I came across there's actually an official BRATZ channel now, because like the BRATZ dolls, they're reviving them and they've done some like classic collection or something that you can buy on Amazon. And I think this was like at the end of last year. So yeah, they have an official channel at Official BRATZ if you want to go follow them. And they kind of re-released the original 4 dolls, which was Jade, Sasha, Chloe and Yasmin. So I've gone ahead with, it's a picture of the new doll. So it's the new Yasmin, so it's the current one. It's not one of the original dolls from like 15 years ago. And I've chosen Yasmin because as a child, like she was absolutely my favourite. I think I kind of liked her because we kind of had like the same sort of hair colour, kind of like light brown, kind of reddish with some like blonde streaks in it. And also because her eyes are kind of like hazel and mine are green. So I don't know, we kind of have the nearest eye colour. Like if I was going to replicate anyone, I know obviously she's tanned and I'm really pale, so hence I've had to fake tan, but I felt like as a kid I related her to most because I kind of look like her the most, whereas like Chloe's blonde, Jade's got dark hair, and then Sasha had like dark skin and dark hair. So yeah, Yasmin was my favourite, so that's why I've gone with her today. I mean, you might think because my name's Chloe that Chloe would be my favourite, but she honestly wasn't. I remember as a kid actually hating the Chloe doll because they spell Chloe BRATZ doll as C-O-O-E and my name's spelled C-H-L-O-E, so it'd really annoy me when people would like spell my name C-L-O-E like in Christmas cards and stuff, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I just remember not liking Chloe. So I've gone with Yasmin. If I remember rightly, her like nickname was like Pretty Princess, which is kind of cringe but kind of funny. Maybe leave down in the comments below what was your favourite BRATZ doll as a kid. Did you play with BRATZ dolls or was you like a Barbie girl? Let me know in the comments down below. So starting off the video today, I'm just going to show you a picture of what I'm going to try to recreate for this look. It's this look here, which is Yasmin, and as you can see the eyes are quite there's kind of like some purples and some browns, then the lips are like outlined with pink and then like a pale pink gloss in the middle, and she's got quite a nice highlight here. So the first step today, I think I'm going to do eyes first, just because it is quite a heavy amount of eye makeup and I don't want it all falling on my face. I've just gone ahead with some concealer because I've got quite a few breakouts, so and the concealer's a bit light because obviously I'm fake tanned and my concealer's a pale shade. So yeah, if you're wondering what all the white splodges are on my face, it's concealer. So yeah, I think the first step, I'm going to try and sort of create this eye shape. I'm not going to be doing like the whole sort of anime sort of illusion sort of BRATZ makeup look which I've seen, because I don't really rate my skills that much as an artist, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm going to try and, it's obviously going to be dramatic, but I'm going to try and keep it wearable, so the eyes are not going to look like crazy illusion sort of thing. Basically what I'm going to try to do is create with a brown eyeliner, this is from Rimmel, I'm going to try and create like, elongate the inner tear duct, go underneath and kind of just map out the shape of the eye before I start then applying eyeshadow. As my line's a bit thick, I'm just going to go over and wipe some away with a cotton bud inside so we get a crisper line. Now you're not really going to see this line anyway once you put eyeshadow over it, it kind of blends away. So it's just so we've got a guide of the eye shape. So I'm just going to do the same on the other eye. So there's the eyes all mapped out with the eyeliner now. Now I know this looks crazy, so bear with me. I'm going to be using probably a combination of palettes today. First I'm going to go in with the Naked Heat palette from Urban Decay, and I'm going to go in with the shade Low Blow, which is this shade here. And this is kind of like a sort of medium slash light orangey brown. And I'm not gonna go over where the line is, I'm gonna go under and start blending out that harsh line at the top. If you blend over the line, just go in with a cotton bud and wipe it off. Actually, might go in with the flat shade and really pack this in under. So you basically want to fill it all in apart from this inner bit here, because this is where we're going to put the white. So now that's done, I'm next going to go in with like a purple shade, and I'm going to use this purple shade here in the Revolution 1 Million palette, just on a fluffy brush. And I'm going to add this in sort of on the outer edge of the lid and blend in the excess towards the inner corner of the eye. So you want to keep the brown here in the inner corner, but kind of go over it on the outer corner. But don't go outside the line that we've made. And I'm also going to bring that purple shade slightly under the lash line. So for the next step, I'm going to darken up the outer V, and I'm going to use the shade in the Naked Heat palette, Ashes here, which is like a deep plummy sort of purple colour. And I'm going to stamp this into the inner corner here, just to really deepen it up. I'm going to concentrate most of the colour right here. Now to create this sort of white on the eyes, it's like a white purple sort of colour, because we've already got a bit of purple laid down. I'm now going to go ahead with a white, well I don't have an eyeshadow, so I'm going to use this highlighter, this Becca highlighter in the shade Pearl, which is like a white shimmery highlighter slash eyeshadow essentially. Go in with a flat shader brush, really pack this on, and I want to press this here. And you might want to wet your brush a little bit, just to really pack on that colour. And then just sort of blend the edges in slightly. Bring the purple into the white. Now for the next step, I'm going to add white eyeliner, and I'm going to use this Zoeva Soft Kohl eyeliner. And this is just to make sort of the Bratz eye shape. So you want to fill in between the brown in this space here in the inner corner. Now it would be ideal to use a white liquid eyeliner, but I don't actually have one of them, so because that pencil hasn't come out as bright as I thought it would, I might try with this white concealer from Kat Von D, seeing as I don't have a white eyeliner, and just go over what I just did but with this concealer. That's a lot better. Now if your eyeshadow is looking a bit messy at this stage, like mine kind of is, just go ahead with a Q-tip and some micellar water on it and just wipe away, so we get a super crisp line again. So the next step is to do the liquid eyeliner, and on the Bratz doll, this liquid eyeliner goes right from the inner corner and it extends almost out to the brow, so that's just what I'm going to go ahead and do now. So I'm going to start from where the white ends. Now that black eyeliner is done, I'm just going to go over with the brown eyeliner again to underline underneath my eyes. I'm also going to put this brown eyeliner in my waterline on the outer corners. Now next for mascara, I'm going to go ahead with this Smashbox Super Fan Mascara, but I'm not going to put a lot on the inner corners of the eye. I'm going to focus this on the outer corners, because if you look at the Bratz dolls, they've only got eyelashes on the outer corners, they don't have it on the inner corners. So I'll just do like one swipe on the inner corners. Now for false eyelashes, I'm going to go ahead with these Ardell 811s, but I'm going to cut them in half and just use the outer half and place these on the outer half of the eye to get that really Bratz eye look. Just applying these lashes on the outer corners of the eye. I've applied them lashes now, and I'm just going to attempt to draw the sort of under eyelashes here, so it's like 4 under eyelashes, and I'm going to do this with black eyeliner. So the first one sort of starts at the outer corner here. I've stupidly just realised I should have done that after I'd done my foundation and concealer. So I'm gonna leave the lashes, but I'm gonna wipe off under like where the eyeshadow ends, just so I can do my foundation and concealer. Moving on to the face, I'm gonna use this Revolution Stick Foundation in the shade F6 because I have fake tan for this look. Now this is like a really full coverage dewy foundation, which is good for creating that sort of dull look because it's kind of like they have sheeny skin because obviously they're made of plastic. I'm just going to apply this, and I'm being quite generous with this because we do want it to be really full coverage. I'm just going to blend this out with my Zoeva 102 brush. And I just like to pat it in to blend it. Just be careful when it comes to blending the eyes that you don't go over the eyeshadow. And I'm going to go over my foundation with my sponge just to blend in any brush strokes. Next I'm going in with concealer. I'm going to use this LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Porcelain. And this has a brush tip applicator, so it's easy to sort of go around the eyes. I'm obviously going to apply this lower than I usually would concealer because my eye shape's been pulled down. So yeah, just going in a triangle to highlight like this. And also going down the centre of the nose, on my forehead, and on my chin and around my nose to really highlight. Next I'm going to take my mini Real Technique sponge and blend this out. I'll just be super careful blending this around the eyeshadow. If you have gone over the eyeshadow a tiny bit like I have and lost the sharpness, just go in with like a flat brush again and that colour and just draw it back on. Next, go ahead and set your concealer like you normally would. I'm going to go ahead and use the Beauty Bakery translucent powder and just a light dusting of this. Set everything. Next I'm going to move on to contour, and I'm going to try and make the face more sort of rounded. So I'm going to do my contour as I normally would, but then bring it up to like kind of round the cheeks off. And I'm going to use this Jordana Sculpt and Go contour stick in the shade Light to do this. So just go under your cheekbones but quite high up, so your cheekbones here, because we want really high cheekbones like a doll. So yeah, when you get to here, kind of round it in like this, and this helps kind of lift the cheeks. And obviously going under the jaw to make a nice jawline, and a little bit at the side of the forehead. And just go ahead and blend this in with your sponge. Just to emphasise that contour slightly, I'm going to go in with the concealer again and just draw a line underneath where we placed the concealer. And then I like to get my finger and blend this down. And then just quickly go over the sponge. Next I'm going to set the whole face with this Rimmel Stay Matte powder, just on a big powder brush. Just to set all the creams down. Now for bronzer and blush, I'm going to go ahead with this Hourglass palette. And I'm going to use the bronzer in the shade Luminous Bronze Light. So just take this on a powder brush and bronze higher than your cheekbones. And all across the forehead, bringing it down quite low. And just to emphasise the contour a tiny bit, I'm going to use some powder contour, and I'm going to use this LA Girl blusher in the shade Just Because, but it's actually a contour. And just to go over the contour slightly, just to look really chiselled. Once again, swooping it in, just to round them cheeks off. And for the blush, I'm also using the Hourglass in the shade Luminous Flush, which is like a pink and it's kind of really sheeny. And you want to go really heavy on the blush. Now just looking at the picture here to see where to place the blush, they do it quite lower than I would, so almost like whereas I would do blush here, they almost do it here. So, and like it blends up. So that's where I'm going to do it. And of course, as you're a Bratz doll, you want to really pack this on. So now I'm going to go in with highlight, and as you can see on the Bratz doll here, it's kind of right here, it doesn't go right up. So it's like right on the cheekbone, and it's kind of like that icy white that we used on the eyes. So I'm going to use the same thing, the Becca Pearl highlighter, do this right here on the cheekbone. Not blending this too far up. And then she looks like she's got a highlighted nose, so I'm going to go ahead on the nose and on the bridge of the nose. And she definitely has a lot on the cupid's bow. And she has it under the eyebrows as well. So I'm just going to actually take my finger and put it under the brow. Next I'm going to do the eyebrows, and she's kind of got a similar shape eyebrow to me, if you can see, but hers isn't very squared off, it's more rounded off in the front, so that's what I'm going to try to achieve here. Yeah, first of all, just brush through my brows, so underlining as I usually would. And I think I'm using the shade Blonde in this because she does have quite light eyebrows. So yeah, just to round it off at the beginning, I'm going to kind of go around in a circle. And then fill this circle in lightly. Now I'm just going to set those brows in place with the Maybelline Brow Drama Gel in the shade Dark Blonde. Now on to probably the most exciting bit of the video, it's the lips. BRATZ lips are very unique. They're kind of very, very big but short, if that makes sense. And they're very glossy, and they've got that classic, the outer edge of the lip line is darker than the inside, which was very sort of early 2000s. So I'm just going to go ahead and wipe off the foundation off of my lips. Now for this lip liner, the darker lip liner, I'm going to go ahead with the MAC lip pencil in the shade Soar. Now I'm going to make sure my lip pencil is very sharp. Basically what I'm going to do, because I do have quite big lips already, I'm going to go over my lip line as I usually would, but then in the middle portion of the lips, upper and bottom, I'm going to overline them so they appear more bigger this way than that way. So first just line as normal. Now I'm going to overline. And overline the cupid's bow. And next I'm going to go in with a really pale lip shade, which is this L'Oreal lipstick in the shade Doughton's Nude. And then just to get it really precise, I'm going to go ahead with a lip brush, really pack this on, start at the centre of the lips. Actually that doesn't go on very well, so I'm going to place it on with the bullet and then blend out with the lip brush. Now the trick is with this is we don't want to blend away the lip line too much, because the BRATZ dolls have really prominent lip liner, they don't blend it in. So I'm kind of going over it but not right to the outer edge of the lip line. Then I'm going to go in with the lip brush. And now I'm going to actually go in with the lip primer again, just because some of it's blended away a tiny bit. Like so. And then the last step for the lips, I'm going to apply a bit of pale shimmery lip gloss. This is the Max Factor 1 in the shade Radiant Rose. I'm just going to apply this to the inner centre of the lip. So once again missing the lip liner. And really pack this on like they did in the early 2000s. So that's the lips done. They look quite BRATZ-esque. The final step for the makeup is to draw in them under eyelashes again. She does have them on the top as well, but I feel like I'm going to really mess it up if I try and draw more wings, because I'm not the best with eyeliner, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and draw some lashes in. So I decided to actually do the top lashes now. As you can see, I've just done 3, and the way I done this is just going a diagonal line 1, 2, 3, so it's quite easy. And make the outer one longer and then the middle one a bit shorter and the short one short. If I zoom you in, this is what they look like. It's not the best in the world, I'm not claiming to be a makeup artist, but it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? So now I'm gonna do my hair and put my outfit on and show you what I come up with. Okay, so I'm back and I've put on my sort of top and coat and accessories. What do you think? Bearing in mind this is what the look I was going for. So I've kind of got a whitish top and like a checked dogtooth coat. I didn't have any gold hoop earrings, so I've got some gold hexagonal earrings. And then I've also got the choker, and I've put a little, it's a little like sort of black and gold earring because I didn't have any chokers with charms on. I know my eyeshadow isn't the best in the world because I'm not a makeup artist. Like, it's kind of not blended that great. But like, the whole point of Bratz is their makeup wasn't blended. Like, you could really see the different colours. And I think I've kind of got the eye shape quite well. Like, you can tell this is like a Bratz sort of cat eye shape. It would have been better if I had some white eyeliner because the white concealer's kind of creased a bit. But I mean, just for the purpose of shits and giggles, like, I think I've done okay. I can't believe I've just filmed all of that and I forgot to do her most prominent feature, which is she's got this beauty mark right there under her cheek. So I'm just going to quickly do that now with some brown eyeliner. So it's about here, I think, on her cheekbone. It's quite big. So now this is actually the final look, complete with beauty mark. So what do you guys think? Do you think, if I come in a bit closer, do you think I done it? I mean, it's alright for a first attempt, right? I mean, I know this isn't the best looking Bratz makeup challenge tutorial out there, but considering this is the first time I've done it and I'm not a makeup artist, I think I've done okay. It looks okay. You can tell that I'm trying to be her. Like, if I went to a fancy dress like this, they'd be like, Bratz Yasmin.